Welcome to my Flossmas channel, Thread the Needle. My name is Vani, and we are here for Flossmas day 5. Oh my gosh, we're almost through an entire week. It has been so much fun already so far, and we still have a couple more weeks to go. So we're going to start with my coffee advent. Today is a very yummy flavor. It is vanilla bean ice cream, I think. Yes, vanilla bean ice cream. We already know vanilla is perfect in coffee, and I think the ice cream gives it a little bit of not so much sweetness, but more creaminess. So this is going to be an enjoyable cup of coffee today. So we're going to jump right in with day 5 of, just confirming that it is day 5. So yes, it is day 5. Okay. So, over here, the little rabbit, we're going to carefully take this out. Day 5 of the caterpillar cross stitch, and there's a rabbit on the box, and the fact is about rabbits. A group of rabbits is called a fluffle. I think that is the most adorable thing ever, a fluffle. All right. Ooh. Aw, how sweet. It's a needle minder. Oh, that's okay. No glare. Perfect. That is adorable, isn't it? I really like that. Perfect. So that is the treat for today. And since we are on an odd number, I'm not going to open my heirloom needlework calendar. And we're going to move on to the stitching for today. So the project that was selected yesterday for today's stitching was QS Sapphire, one of my favorites in the Birthstone series by Rachel Anderson, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And the challenge that my Mason Jar Santa pulled was for me to stitch an entire 10 by 10 square of stitches. So what I did was, just not to waste thread, I didn't want to limit myself to just that square, so I stitched a little bit beyond just to finish the threads. I think it looks cool. Here we are. So this is the square that I stitched, 100 stitches, 10 by 10 block, and I carried the thread over wherever I could. So do not mind these splotches. I swear it's not dirty. This was years ago, my first ever attempt at, I think, tea dyeing. I don't think it was coffee dyeing. It was tea dyeing. It did not go well, but the fabric is still lovely. And so it's all going to be covered anyway because it's full coverage. So, this is what I was able to do. I actually stitched 190 stitches on it because I was able to carry it over here. What's really cool is that we can see that this is now the shape and extension of the other wing. So I'm really, really excited now to pull her back out next year and stitch on it when it comes up in my rotation. So very excited. Here we go. That is absolutely lovely. So today's winner is, today's project that I'm going to stitch on is Autumn Owl Trio. It often gets selected in these Christmas challenges because I know it's my favorite and everybody's favorite, so I'm not surprised. And we're going to find out what challenge I have for it today. Okay. Give it a good shake. And then we're going to pull out a piece, and it says totally manageable, stitch 100 stitches. So I can totally manage that. That is doable. No extra holiday plans yet. I think as days and weeks go on and get closer to Christmas, it might be a little bit harder and more challenging to complete the challenges. But for the moment, I think we're doing okay. I'm even managing to continue to stitch on Ganesh. I try to get in anywhere from 150 to 200 stitches in Ganesh every night. And my Christmas piece, the mini Christmas mailbox, I put in 100 stitches every night. So, except for last night, I was busy doing other things and I was very tired. So I did want to finish the challenge stitch, so I did that, but I did not stitch on Ganesh and the Christmas. So I'll try to add extra stitches tonight to those two to catch up. But we'll see how it goes moving forward. And the reason I'm not showing them every day is because I think it's just, there's not enough to show every day. So I want to, maybe I'll show it at mid-month and then at the end of the Flossmas, how much I got done on Ganesh and mini Christmas mailbox. That way you can see a significant improvement. I will tell you a little snippet. For any of you who are regular followers and watchers of my floss tube, you will know how close I am to the end of the page and end of the row that I'm currently working on in Ganesh, and let me tell you, we are very close. Maybe I'll pull her out and bring her down for one of the Flossmas videos when I actually do complete that. Just as a little, extra bonus for you to see. But they have both been going really, really well, and I'm very happy with the progress. And we're heading into the first weekend in December. Have a few plans. An office party, and then a few things going on at the temple. So busy weekend, but I think I will still have time to get my stitching in. And now I have to show you my knit along. So again, it is a knit along. The links are in my description on Ravelry, and I selected this pretty purple sparkly yarn that I already had in my stash. And this is a mystery knit along. I keep wanting to call it SAL, but it's not a SAL, it's a CAL. Knit along, and it's for a scarf. And it's not really a mystery because I got the digital version and I got the entire PDF, but with knitting, I find it's easy not to skip ahead because it's just row by row by row. But with cross stitch, it would be hard if you got the entire pattern because it's all right there in front of you. So anyways, I should probably stop talking and actually show you what I have done. Here we go. So here is what we have so far. Right there. It's really sweet. Repeating pattern, but I'm not actually paying attention to the repeat. I'm just following along with the instructions. So every day they give us about 12 to 15 rows. I've never actually counted. About 12 to 15 rows, and I just blindly go row 1 or row 10 or row 20. Here's what we do. I think we're, gosh, I don't even know how many rows in we are, but and then you have to take the markers off and put them back on to get the pattern. But with the white background, you can see the pattern. It is really cool. I'm really, really liking this. So I'm not paying attention to the repeats. If it was a regular pattern, it probably would have a regular repeat section that you're just supposed to repeat all the way through and expand and increase as you go. But since I don't have to do that and it's all laid, I like patterns like that, in knitting patterns especially, where it just cleanly writes out row by row by row what you're supposed to do. And I find that much easier to follow along because I am a beginner knitter, so I need a little bit extra attention. So yes, so I'm happy with that progress. Happy that I'm actually able to keep up so far. Again, I may not, but we shall see. And that is it for today. Again, as always, I will be posting at the end of this video a quick video of the clue for today's Festive Mandala. And those of you who are stitching along with me, great job. I've been seeing everybody's videos of their progress and it all looks so lovely. I love everybody's fabric choices. I think one person's doing a color conversion that's wonderful, looking really beautiful. The next few days, I will say, are going to be good stitching days. And then coming up on, I think it's 9 and 10, it gets a little bit intense with a lot of stitches, but then another few calm days. But I do find that later on in December, the clues, even though they might be a few hundred, it is very easy because it's just block stitching. But I'm hoping that everyone is enjoying the mandala. I certainly enjoyed designing it. And stay tuned. I've got a few surprising, fun things coming up on my Etsy with some new patterns coming in December and January. So looking forward to that. Thank you so much for joining me here today. As always, see you tomorrow. Bye.